Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is Le Régulateur Louis Erard, Vianney Halter 2. It is the second of the LEVH collaborations after the original in 2020. This one, Le Régulateur, is arguably far more in the style we associate with Halter, in that it looks like it could be a first cousin of the famous Antiqua, and it really is in the style of those watches created by Vianney Halter and his then design partner Jeff Barnes. The watch in my hand is a 178-piece limited edition in steel with a little bit of rose gold, launched in 2024. It's 43 millimeters in diameter, it's 11.3 millimeters thick. From lug tip to lug tip, it is surprisingly manageable, 49.2 millimeters with a 22 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. I say surprisingly manageable because it does look like a pretty big watch. Thrown it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and it does fit within my wrist. So you can see down the barrel, the lugs are broad, but not so broad that I couldn't wear this. Large and prominent is the style, and to be fair, this is much larger than the old Antiqua, which was a surprisingly compact watch, but it's not thick. At about 11.3 millimeters thick, this does actually sit fairly low on the wrist. Now you can see it's a comfortable piece if your wrist is 16 centimeters circumference and up. Here's your over-the-top shot, taking a look at the strap, sort of an Epsom leather stamped pattern, hot stamped pattern on the top. Medium brown. You can see the edge is shear cut and lacquered for refinement. More conventional calfskin on the bottom, pull-tab spring bars, easy removal, and then a Louis Erard branded pin buckle. Forgive my fingerprints there. And then nice sharp and shapely lugs. The watch features 36 rose gold rivets, a nod to pieces like the Antiqua and the Classic and the Trio, and you can see it is a great looking watch. A combination of rose accents and steel with a distinct step and almost a steampunk profile to this bezel. It's full of nuance, especially outboard, where you can see the combination of the rose, the steel, the polish, and the satin, as well as the change of plane, means that the bezel structure itself is actually quite a bit more intriguing to look at than the case, which is relatively standard. The crown is an epic piece, and these are genuine rose rivets, so you do have that look of a Vianney Halter watch. The dial here has a vertically brushed satin center section. Then you can see, much like the bezel is stepped with multiple focal planes, you have that on the dial too. You can see there's a little bit of a box section to this otherwise flat sapphire. And we've got a polished bevel on the edge of each one of these bridges, even the interiors of these hollows. So it has a nice glittering, gleaming upscale look with all the metal brushed on its top. Now, of course, the original Antiqua would have featured engraved and lacquered numerals and calibrations, and this watch, being much more modest in price, doesn't have quite that level of refinement, but it definitely aces the look. I immediately recall the original Halter Barnes Antiqua number 5 that I encountered back during my Watch You Want days. This watch also has a similar hand style in blue. It is a regulator, so we have separation of hours, minutes, and seconds, just as you would have on a mother clock or regulator clock in an old watchmaking atelier to set watches precisely. And it does feature a hacking or stop seconds function. You can see as I'm able to stop the seconds hand right there, set the watch to a reference time. Out back, you can see that the watch betrays its lower price point, though it's a capable Swiss movement, Sellita SW266-1, basically a regulator version of the time-tested ETA 2824. The architecture of that movement, like many of the other fundamental ETA calibers, now so old that companies like Sellita can actually make their own version of it, so that's why I say it's based on the 2824. It's a bidirectional winder. It's got 31 jewels, which implies about 5 joules for the movement, because a SW200 or 220 or 2824 only has 25 or 26 joules to begin with in the case of the Sellita version of it. 4 hertz, bidirectional winding, again stop seconds, 38-hour power reserve, and it's modestly decorated, though it does have a custom rotor. And then all this is water resistant to 5 meters, or 50 I should say, 5 bar. but you don't necessarily want to swim with it because it's not a screw-down crown. It is a lovely watch, though, and it is unmistakable as the work of Vianney Halter's eye and aesthetic sensibility. At a Louis Erard price, it's also quite attractive. A lot of watch with a lot of character at a price point where designs tend to be generic. This is the antidote to the common watch. So reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.